All right, good morning, everyone. We are up. We are moving. I've got my tea. It's right at 4 a.m. I've got to remember to change my settings on my calendar. Make sure we got everything right today. Today is a work day. It's a travel day. We're in Wyoming. This is my first time ever in Wyoming, and we have great internet here at the campground, which I don't always find. In fact, most of the time I don't. And since we're in such a rural space, I really didn't expect it. But it looks good. It's moving fast, so I'll probably be here for a while. We're gonna try and get out and see my cousin. I don't know that we're gonna be able to. We just got such a packed day, but we're gonna give it a try. What else? Oh yeah, it was kind of funny when they were talking about the Wi-Fi. It was okay. What's the password? Oh, we don't have one. We don't have neighbors. There's the quote of the day. Well, this is Wyoming. Miles and miles and miles, you can see. Not a lot of people, though very peaceful. Well, except for the traffic behind me. All right, this is just an update. Had an amazing call talking about some of the work that we've done in the past, getting into this innovation space, getting into really changing Americans' lives for the better, regardless of campaign, right? I mean, ultimately the goal is to help people, is to empower, is to utilize what I'm finding on this trip to change the way that we operate in the country. So I'm really excited to be getting emails and phone calls from folks who have access to the doers, and that they're excited about not only the message, but particularly what I'm finding on the trip. So very, very affirming. And maybe we'll see some stuff coming soon. And on that note, I still have 2 PowerPoints to write, an entire strategy, and I am behind on my social media, so back to the grind. Oh, and what time is it? It is 1:30 Mountain Time. All right, we're finally on the road. It is, 1:30, 2 o'clock at this point. The weather is insane. It is rocking the RV, so I'm a little afraid to drive. Don't tell my dad, because he gets nervous. But I think we've got the driving down for going in the mountains. Figured out how to use the towing version, or whatever this thing is that I use, to make sure that we can slow down using the engine instead of the brakes, so we can save those. I'm about to go out and see my cousin I haven't seen in years and years and years. I think she's my second cousin. I don't know. We'll have to figure out the relation exactly, but she's been following along, so I'm excited to go out and say hello. And I mean, you can't come within an hour in Wyoming and not stop by and say hi. So even though we're incredibly short on time, we're gonna make this work. So here goes. Okay, we are in Wheatland, Wyoming, and stopping for some groceries. My fridge is totally not stocked. Said at the highway that Safeway was here. It took me like 3 miles at 30 miles an hour, so it took us a bit longer than we expected, but we gotta get some water. All right, I think we've scared the neighbors, but we're here, we made it. It was a little uncertain where I was, and there's a lot of dirt roads, so I wasn't sure if we were gonna make it, but we did! Look at this! I'm so excited we were able to make it here. I wasn't sure we'd make it down. Well, that was awesome. We talked politics, like no kidding. My cousin and her husband and their daughter, they know what they're talking about. They've been reading, they've been watching, they've been keeping up, they've been talking to our family members, and I'm honored. I really am. And it was a deep conversation. We went back several presidents. We talked about how it is that we need to worry about infrastructure going forward, how we need to make sure we're protecting our agriculture, our workers and our farmers and those who are living in these rural towns. So it was really great. It was really great. That was a special time. So I'm glad we got to do that. And now I'm off to start writing more presentations. We gotta get those finished tonight. All right, it's about 7 o'clock. We are. It's rainy and cold and disgusting here. You can see outside. It's gonna be not a fun drive. Got about another hour to go. The hair is violating all rules of appropriateness. This is real travel.